Kia ora Virgo, thanks for joining me for your reading for this new moon in Cancer, which technically happens tomorrow, the 29th. Wow, so we've got the Seven of Wands coming out for you. We may well be feeling like, we need to stand up for our principles or for our integrity, some certain things like that. But let's just go through. These are very general intuitive tarot. We do go through clarify, pulling a journey map, crystal rock stone card, which I love, and art oracle card, Brian Froud fairy oracle, at the end, but we will go through and clarify these. So let's just see. Virgo, what is the storyline this week for Virgos out there? Let's have a look. We've got the Seven of Wands to begin with, as I said, standing up. Look, excuse my finger. The central wand seems to dampen, or maybe just recently it has felt like that, that you've had a task or a hard kind of project that you've been doing, and it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle to have either your voice heard or your ideas, the way you want to move this project, the way you want to present it. It may well have been difficult. I just say that because we also then have the Six of Wands, which is a beautiful, wonderful card. There's a harmony in the sixes of the consummate balance, We know where we're at. And actually within that Six of Wands, other people know where we're at and they respect that. In fact, that's what they love about us. So it's looking pretty good, Virgo. Then back here, assessment, and the sevens are all about that. We have the Seven of Swords. Assessment, assessing what, you could say. How we go about, it's often a thing in Virgo readings, how we go about getting what we want. Do we present clearly, or is it sort of backroom deal here? But this can also reference, the sort of self-saboteur that lies within all of us at various different times. So there's a sort of oscillation, there's a bit of sort of pendulum swinging. We've kind of started at that point, we've kind of gone here. And now we're running literally with the ball. Well, we're not running, kind of moving just within our comfort. But we are moving forward. Here with this lovely Prince of Discs. It's as if there's sort of, it's as if like someone's had the green light, like you've had some presentation or something, you're trying to get funding. I know this won't be for everyone, of course. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But you have felt, Virgo, the need to really stand your ground, stand up for your principles. It has been seen and it has been respected, and your voice has been heard and actually celebrated in some cases. It's as if in here, for some Virgos also out there, that there could be, what's that imposter syndrome. You know what I mean? Like, you really good, you think, wow, I've got all this accolades, respect for my work, or just for me, or whatever it is. And there's an element within the seven of maybe a kind of like imposter syndrome for a moment, and then you think, well, no, I'll keep going, and that's what you're doing, Virgo. It's really, really, really good. Anyway, so let's clarify. When we clarify, we might get a whole different kind of scenario. Let's just see. 7 of Wands for Virgo, please. 7 of Wands. We get the Empress, beautiful, nurturing card, a creative card, the consummate mother. Here we have the new moon. It's sort of standing your ground, I would say, and doing things in this presentation or this construction of something. Doing something in a way that is good for everybody concerned was a primary goal here. And you know, in some ways we shake the carpet. We shake the carpet a bit, you know, to see what's actually underneath. And then we know what we're dealing with. You know what I mean? I say that we get the Page of Swords. A youthful experimenter in the realms of power play. I do see this as something, there's no way this can rattle the Empress. It's just not possible, you know. You're making like the Empress, Virgo. It could be a character in your life or at work, who's just a bit bloody stupid. Did I say that? Sorry. But you know what I mean? It's a youthful energy that tries to, because power, you know, your choices are your power. So understanding what that is, we all go through that, and we actually go through it at various times in life again and again sometimes, you know, depending what things that we're involved with, or, you know, sometimes things really initiate that. So I don't mean that, you know, when I said stupid, that's just a silly thing to say, but interesting, Virgo. Can we look at the 6 of Wands here, please? The 6 of Wands. Yeah, there's someone who's tried to mess around with your head, I think. We'll look at it like that for the time being. We have another page, the Page of Pentacles. Again, and I do think this is you there, Virgo. Just keep on going, keep on going. People can try and confuse everything, but in the end, you know, you've known what it is that needed to be done, which is continuing with this project, whatever it happens to be. Can we look at the 7 of Swords, a card of assessment? And that fortitude and strength of mind has been noted, has been seen by other people, I do think. This is a new way, possibly. It's either a new way of doing things for yourself, because we get the world, the universe coming out, which indicates a new cycle, and that in fact in this scenario, whatever this has been for you, Virgo, that you've learnt something here fundamental to entering into a new cycle. And I know I go on about new cycles all the time, but this is what I'm seeing here. And you've also allowed yourself to express this far more clearly and without apology. Page of Discs here, please. At the end, Sitting at the end. Da, da, da. Page. Slowly releasing all this goodness into the soil to bring about something new. So you've still got that fortitude I'm talking about, strength of mind, strength of character, and a consistent way of doing things. But you have shifted your sight, is the thing that I get, and your heart. Shifted heart? Expressing that a little bit more is what I mean. So with this page of discs at the end, we get the page, we've got them all here, practically. The page of wands. Again, you could say experimental, inconsistent, pushing the boundaries, just shaking the mat to see what's underneath. But I think that this is aspects of yourself here that you've taken on in this new cycle, Virgo. So it's pretty amazing. Let's get a Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy card, and with a great open heart. We've got 3, which is too many really, but anyway, thank you. We have counterparts. You've had support in this. This is a mirrored image, and you've been quite clever in that. You've been kind of clever with this somehow, Virgo, whatever this is for you. We've got the Singer of the Chalice, which is literally an Ace of Cup. But it is very much a part. If you walked into the Empress's kitchen, you would see this center stage full of all sorts of gorgeous fizzy mineral water or lemon or delicious elixirs. That is the Empress's chalice. And then one of my favourites, the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Look at this. It's life force. It's a new invigoration of life force, a new injection, actually. It's like you've got that wealth of experience, and you've just added a little twist of being a little bit more risk-taking and possibly a little bit more unpredictable, and that's a good thing, I do believe, Virgo. So this is interesting readings, actually, this time round for this new moon in beautiful Cancer. There is a fieriness to it all. And in fact, with the rock crystal cards, we have the 4 directions or the 4 elements in here as well, of which we got fire, passionate, I can't see that, creation, travel, and courage. And that is exactly what you have been showing. I think it's great. I'm just going to pull an art oracle and a journey map card. Yeah, this is a funny little card, journey map. It's the questioning, and it really relates to having a predictable selection of, speaking of the Empress in her kitchen, having a predictable number of recipes. You know, if you do A, B, C, D, you'll get a pancake or something. You'll get the result. You'll get an outcome that is predictable. But what happens when you actually start to just ask yourself a few more questions, and then suddenly we talk of choice as being a power, because it is. And you start to extend your range, build on it, and suddenly you've got you don't just have a collection of recipes anymore, you've got like a banquet of opportunities, Virgo. So it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. And like the world, we enter into a new portal in some ways. We're entering it. And in the questioning, we put ourselves in a position where we're able to enter it, Virgo. With the Art Oracle cards today, we get Charles and Ray Eames. So we're looking at, remember the gorgeous furniture, still exists. We're looking at life inspiration, life work and inspiration, or something like that. Life art inspiration. Design your days, don't plan them. I like that. Oh, can't see without these. Aspire to profound practicality. That sounds very Virgo to me. And be unbending in your flexibility. I think that's what you've done, Virgo. It's quite a delightful reading. On that note, thanks so much for joining me here at the Lightroom Forecast. And if you check out, if you know your ascendant, moon, Venus and Jupiter, check them out. The other astro signs, all of them will be up by tomorrow, the 29th, by this new moon in Cancer. So ka kite, take care, take good care, Virgo. Cheery now.